morning. It is. That was abrupt. That was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. I thought something went out, man. Are you awake today, my friend?
Yeah, I'm awake.
I'd like to keep that music.
I keep forgetting because look, when Eli taught me how to I don't want to blame Eli, but when Eli taught me how to do this, he was like, cut his music quick.
Who said that?
The producer that was here before me.
Cut whose music quick?
Like your music. He was like, he likes to jump in quick. So just
no, because you're supposed to talk over the music.
Then why did he tell me?
Where's Eli?
Oh, he's back at school now.
Okay, Eli needs an education. Yeah, I'm sure he's a great kid.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
I met Eli. No, what you do is you talk and then the music comes in and you talk over the music and you slowly fade it out.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing with Charlie.
Yeah, that's the smooth thing. Eli, come on, Eli. Somebody find Eli. We got to give him an education. Who taught Eli? That's the thing about life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about life. Here's the thing about life. Sometimes people teach other people poor. And then people it's a family thing, a business thing. When people don't get taught right, they just continue to do it over and over. Anyway, it's a Wednesday morning. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right. That's producer Rye. I'm Vic Faust. I thought something cut out for a second. I got, whoa. Did we lose? Check. 6:06 is the time. Oh, we're ready to get things going this morning. I need to start wagering. People are like, what? What are you talking about? Because I knew the Blues were going to win last night. I told my son and I told a friend, I said, the Blues are going to win tonight. And go figure. They're not going to be on TV. and they weren't on TV. You couldn't watch them. It was a radio telecast. And the Blues came out and won 3-0. I was like, go figure. Yep, that's what happens. Go freaking figure. Hey, the bottom line is at least they got the win that they needed to. And that's the key. That's the key from everything that was going on with that. It's like, all right, let's get it done. Let's find out what we can get going today. Weather's a little bit more chilly this morning. If you guys are out and about, so you can be ready for that today. The whole monkey story, man. People are still talking about the damn monkeys yesterday. They started to go viral. People started having fun with AI pictures of monkeys around St. Louis.
Yeah, the ones on the north side and stuff. It's hilarious.
I mean,
ones in emos, right?
I didn't see that. Yeah, I need to find. I looked for some of the pics. I don't know. Just if anybody has any, you can send them to us. You know, I don't know. Those things can. Yeah. I get it. I understand those things can happen. But I had some. I mean, they can't find the monkeys. I'm convinced. And so the owner had them. I thought the owner got them back. At least that was reported. And then they were missing again. So maybe the owner didn't get them back. I think somebody took those damn monkeys. Seriously. I think somebody got those monkeys. And I'm sorry. They were sold to somebody else. But I don't think those monkeys are in St. Louis anymore. I don't think so, man.
I was joking with another producer. I'm like, maybe they're in the Merrimack Caverns or something by now. You know.
Well, that would have been a trek. That would have been a trek. Hitchhiking. What was that? All over the highways, 270, 55. Finding whatever they can to get the heck out of here. Anyway, at least it was a little bit more warm. Now it's going to get a little more cold. At least it's a little colder today. Not horrible. But it is what it is. Hey, by the way, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing the show, letting people know what we do. Facebook, X, YouTube, that's where we are. That's producer Ryan, Vic Faust. It's our city now. Bringing you all things St. Louis all the time. In regards to stories, news headlines, things that are making headlines across the country. And, of course, we love it when you guys jump in and tell us what you want to see, what you want to hear, and so forth. We do our best from that standpoint. Also, when we talk about some of those things heading on, we got the Blues from last night. Mike Tomlin stepped down as coach, which means he can't go coach another team, by the way. He's still on contract with the Steelers. So he can't go coach anywhere else unless the Steelers approved it. So it looks like he's taken some time off. You've also got another NFL story. There's some controversy regarding the Bills Broncos game this week and what the NFL is doing to the Bills, putting them in a not so great situation against the Broncos. We'll tell you about that. Mizzou basketball, SLU basketball in action tonight. So you have something to watch there, which is good. We've also got some news stories today. And I just, we all know that the box and mortar stores are going away. Macy's has some issues there. Value City Furniture can't find a buyer. They're going to be going through liquidation throughout the St. Louis area. How about drones dropping off gifts or dropping off whatever items you purchase from Walmart? That's allegedly here in 2026 in the St. Louis area. We don't know all of the details yet. We'll certainly get into those. But I still can't imagine that happening without issues. Can you imagine drones flying around down the streets where you live? I don't care where you are throughout the St. Louis area. I can't.
That's weird. I would just be like,
I just see issues after issues. I do. I mean, drones getting lost, picked off, messed with.
what if somebody's just
humans are stupid.
Yeah, what if somebody's like, hey,
our race is stupid.
Yeah,
we are just.
What if I get like Roman candles and just shoot at the drone or something?
You are there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure the drones will have video in them. So maybe something happens with that. I don't know, man. It's if they can make it work, more power to them. But I didn't think we'd see driverless cars either. And allegedly, they're coming into the area as well with Waymo. Although Waymo had an issue last week. I can't remember the state where a car stopped on a railroad track.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's very scary. They had to race to get out. And they did. And everybody was fine. But not a really cool thing to happen. Pat McAfee, who became super, super popular over the last couple of years, had some very poor ratings when it came to people saying whether they like him on the ESPN Game Day show or not. I was like, what? Now, his ratings on his show is good, and ESPN Game Day show is really good. But Pat McAfee, all of a sudden, according to The Atlantic, did not fare well in the polling that they did with people. You grabbed your mic. What's up?
I don't even watch Pat McAfee like that, but I watch his show, and he's very interesting, and he's a great...
The podcast radio,
Yeah, because he's very interesting, and he talks like an adult, and like it's like a regular podcast, but it's on ESPN, so I like it. But
yeah, I like that show too. It was different.
It was really different.
Different for the time. It's podcast radio. It's the next thing. It's what we do as well. They just have a lot more money there. So, and equipment that works and, all those sorts of things that happen. And they really do a good job. So the thing about it is that you've got Pat McAfee, right? I just found it very interesting. We'll get into it. We'll talk about, I was surprised because I was wondering if his shtick, his vibe is something that would last. Lots of energy, which is great. Energy's always good. It's always better to bring energy down than to try to get energy out of somebody. That is for sure. Which is good. So we'll get into that a little bit more later. Baby names or names for babies that are close to going extinct that at one time were pretty popular. We've done, what are you looking at?
No, I was about to say, I got one that's maybe going extinct. Lenora. Is that going extinct?
I've only met one Lenora in my life. And that's it. One Lenora. I don't know. I thought that was maybe, did you know somebody named Lenora?
No.
Okay. I was like, where did they?
I was just playing a game, and like in the game, you have to like fight bosses, and one of the bosses' name was Lenora.
I was wondering where the hell did you come up with the name Lenora? That's great, man. I have no idea. Lenora. Lenora is here for you. That's great. Hey, by the way, it's Tuesday, or excuse me, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Wednesday, January 14th.
Week goes. It's been going by super fast.
Just about halfway through the month already.
Yeah.
Glad you guys are with us. Like, subscribe, share the show. Arch City now on X, Facebook, and YouTube. No, but we leave it open for you if you want to. So we give you that phone number. It's 855-282-8255. We are your Lou information station, and we are live and on demand at louinfo.com. We always say just stay positive. There's always kinds of crazy stories and things about life, but life goes by so fast. Make the most of it. We always talk about being honest, just be straightforward, be positive, be as happy as you can be. And if people want, just be straight up with people. I mean, some of these things that we deal with on a daily basis are just ridiculous. And so many people not being truthful, and just be honest. Shoot people forward, shoot them straight, and we'll go from there. Like when it comes to the AI photos and the monkeys. I never thought we'd have the St. Louis Health Department having to do a presser yesterday. You can tell that they've never done this before. They said that their jobs are being made more difficult now because people are posting fake AI pictures. We got the monkeys in South County. Found them. No, we found them in North County. Hey, they're out here on a boat. We found them out here on a boat in the lake.
Saw them at Emo's last night.
Emo's, baby.
They had a square meal deal, man. Sausage and bacon, T-Rabs on the side.
The best part about it, as we talked about yesterday and last week, is the fact that it's enough to have a couple monkeys, but then they got a homie, a goat.
Yeah, what about a goat too?
They're traveling with a goat homie. I'm like, come on.
Talk about a Fab Five.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's an animation, cartoon, movie, video kind of waiting to happen right there.
Saw them at Ted Drew's.
Yeah, of course, they're hitting all the spots. Oh man, maybe they stopped by the Blues game last night, brought up some luck. But yeah, those things are out there. I mean, the internet always wins. Social media always wins. And, that's kind of funny.
Saw him at a Blues game. He tried to interview Kellen Thames.
Yeah. Oh, at a Billikens game?
Yeah,
Bills game?
Billikens game.
By the way, the Billikens will be at home tonight. They'll be over at Chaffetz. They play Fordham. They're going to dominate. They're going to crush. They're going to crush them. 6:18 on a Wednesday morning. Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you guys are ready to rock and roll from that standpoint. Good morning. The weather's been pretty good. Would you find some more pics?
I got an AI pic of Andy Strickland looking like Indiana Jones with monkeys on him.
Did he do that himself?
No, I think it's just some random.
Well, see, there's an app. The Fox 2 reporter, I saw it.
Oh, here's the Ted Drew's one I was talking about.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, can we?
Yeah, I can send that.
Can you load those today? Yeah, that's awesome, producer Rye. One of the Fox 2 reporter. I saw a story with her when I got up this morning about the AI photos, and she did one with a monkey like crawling around in her hair. You can do them. I mean, if you can go to AI and do all kinds of things. A friend of mine had an app, and I sat down, and he literally, in like 20 seconds made videos of me and like one of my best friend's wives, like making out at a table. It was just kind of because it looks like we're just sitting there. Yeah, we're sitting there and we just like grab each other and start making out. And it's like in the middle of everything going on. I mean, the AI stuff is crazy. It is crazy. And as AI becomes more and more popular and it's good, I mean, it also
legalized.
Well, that's another topic we were talking. We did an AI show on my previous show. We had experts and did an hour show just straight on AI about how people, the technology gets better. Like, oh, nope, here's the video. It's like, no, I wasn't.
No, yeah, they do that now. Like, there's a guy on TikTok who goes around pranking people like that. Like, he'll go up to a guy and his wife and be like,
hey, man, I found your wife.
Yeah, where he'll come up to the wife and be like, hey, this is your husband. Hey, weren't you with my auntie? and it would be like,
Yeah, that's not even funny.
yeah, it's crazy.
No, that's not funny at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm sending them to myself.
Oh, that's cool. But it is what it is. By the way, AI is not going anywhere. It's only getting bigger, stronger, faster, taking out media departments, taking out marketing departments. I'm not getting into making it a AI job today, AI show, but it is serious stuff right now when it comes to the amount of jobs that AI has taken. So if you can start studying it, start doing it as best as you possibly can. And it doesn't take that much. You know what the old saying is, 17 minutes a day for a year makes you an expert in anything. Study something 17 minutes a day. Commit to 17 minutes a day on anything. And after a year,
you're an expert.
You're an expert.
Might even
Might
be
even
less
be
than
less.
that. Oh, you got the pictures already ready to go? Monkeys all over the place. If you guys see, where are the monkeys? Let us know where you've seen the monkeys. Monkeys galore.
Monkeys galore.
And
they're
by the way,
I pronounce it they're vervet or vervet.
They're not
velvet monkeys. They're vervet monkeys or vervet. For those people watching the show right now, that's Andy Strickland, blues announcer or broadcaster, in his Indiana Jones gear, in his safari gear with 3 monkeys all over him. I like that. There you go. Somebody posted it of him. Very, very nice. Did you say? But they weren't there. Just there with Andy yesterday down at Keener Plaza.
Yeah.
Were they? Did we post at Emo's or Ted Drew's?
I got one at Enterprise.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see him at Enterprise.
I got them in the goat at Enterprise. It's pulling up.
Okay,
now.
they were the good luck for the Blues last night.
Yeah, they were at Enterprise.
As the Blues took care of biz, they were over at Enterprise. My oh my, where's the show going this morning? 6:22. Okay, that's my favorite one. Oh, the goat, the homie.
Yeah, the goat pulled up too, man. Had a whole starting 5 at Enterprise.
Oh my god. For those looking and watching the monkeys, you never know what I mean. Oh my gosh, yeah. So if anybody knows where the monkeys are this morning, let us know. It's so stupid, but hey man, it is what it is. The monkeys are everywhere. They're going viral. Monkeys. So the AI technology is good. People have been doing that. Oh, there they are. What's that last one?
That was them at the Arch.
Boy, they had a busy day. Was this all yesterday?
Yeah, they got another one when they're out at Ballpark Village too.
Okay. Do they have their own social media accounts already?
I don't even know. I just know
TikTok, X.
They got a Bud Light.
Facebook.
The goats chowing down on some nachos. It's crazy.
For me, it's just it was bizarre enough to hear about monkeys running through St. Louis that would never, ever, ever be here unless an owner brought him here. But then to hook up with a random goat, that's so stupid. But woo!
Like a Disney movie for real.
No, it is. It's a Disney movie waiting to happen. But okay, all right, we got it there. Freaking monkeys all over the place. By the way, after enjoying temperatures in the upper 50s and 60s the last couple of days, we got a little bit of a dose of reality today, winter reality, so to speak. Rained a little bit overnight too. If you didn't have your car in a garage, you might be coming out to some wet weather this morning, or at least the road's wet. But today we're talking about temperatures falling again and being a little bit more chilly. But today is not going to be like it has been. That's for sure. It's going to be a little bit more chilly today. So, get ready for it. Just know that when you're coming outside, we've been telling you about it, what was going to happen. It's not freezing though. I mean, it's 40 degrees basically outside right now. Feels kind of like 27 with the wind. But today you're looking at a high probably, and we're in the highest temperatures right now. It's only going to get colder throughout the day. So, highs going down to about 8 by 5 o'clock. So losing about 10 degrees over the day. By 6 p.m., it gets down to like 26 degrees. And then tonight, it's going to get really cold. It gets all the way down to like 19, 18 degrees by tomorrow morning. So we're going to get back into those winter-like temperatures as we're here. I just need that freaking sun to start staying up a little longer, man. That sun setting at like 4:30, 4:40. We're in that time of year where it's the shortest days of the year. And I think we're coming to the point where we reach the worst because it just makes it seem like it's so darn late when it's really not. And it's like, okay, how long is this going to last for? But we'll do that. Hey, still to come. Cardinals finally traded Nolan Arenado as well. So Nolan on his way out. He's heading to Arizona, be with the Diamondbacks, and the Cardinals getting another prospect. So got a lot of prospects. We'll just see where it all goes. And we'll get into Nolan. Just so much hype. Remember, we were so excited. We made Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. Man, we're going to the World Series. We got the team. And then it never transpired, which is unfortunate, but sometimes those things happen, and it certainly happened for the Cardinals, and we couldn't put it all together. So anyway. Hey, if you guys want to jump in, do so on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Let us know what's on your mind this morning. Love talking things over with you guys. Share the show. That helps too. Got to figure out that Facebook deal somehow. I got to study myself up. I know I've asked you a couple times, right? People are like, we don't get the updates anymore. It would tell us to tune in the mornings. I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. And I think you told me what I need to do.
Like, what do you mean by updates?
Like you get up in the morning, it says, hey, Arch City Now starting. You literally open your Facebook and it says, click on Arch City Now for people who follow the show.
See, I'm not well versed in Facebook, but I think that's just like either turn on post notifications or
when the show starts. I don't know. I have to look at that too.
Because we be live on Facebook and it should be just sending out a thingy.
It should be,
or
shouldn't
just like a pop up or
something. Yeah,
something.
And if anybody's watching or looking, let us know. Let us know how that goes. Let us know what you're seeing, so we can figure that out. Make sure you guys get your updates for the show from all those things that are happening. So, anyway, it is 6:27, or actually it's about 6:28 right now on this Tuesday morning. Anything else that you guys want to talk about, jump in, let us know. Like we said, there are certain things that are happening throughout the area. We appreciate you guys letting us know what's happening from your standpoint too. And then, of course, we try to keep it more positive, more upbeat as best as we possibly can. If we get into it too, we can talk about it. It's out in St. Charles County, Highway Inn, which is super packed because St. Charles County has just exploded over the last 10 years. They're going to be expanding Highway Inn from Hawk Ridge Trail to Summers Road. And that'll be big for people out in the Darden Prairie area. That's for sure. According to St. Charles County, they've got a planned development in Darden, which could bring in about 1,700 new homes. In an already packed area. That sounds like a lot of fun. You better get the road system and the infrastructure up, ready to rock and roll with that. So construction could start sometime next year. It's going to widen the road to 6 lanes from Hawk Ridge Trail to Summers Road. From there, it would be 2 lanes each way to Ebert's Lane. Right now, it's only 1 lane in each direction. And even that, when it's been crowded, and it can be a little bit of a nightmare. So people there would absolutely love to get some of that news and those things that are happening. Okay. It's just about 6:30 on a Wednesday morning. We're off and running. If you find the monkeys, let us know where they are. Producer Eyes looking for them too. He's got a search out, got drones out. We'll see if we can find them showing up somewhere.
I got the Walmart drones ready to help me.
The Walmart drones we'll talk about too. When we come back, we're going to hit the Blues. They finally got a big win, and go figure it wasn't even on TV. It's like, come on. They'll be on Friday night. That's when they play again. So we'll take a quick break. This is Arch City Now. That's producer Rye. I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou information station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Back right after this.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access, Randy Miklas, Randy Carricker, and more. Chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com. At Commercial Technology Solutions, we are all about solutions. We pledge that our sales staff will listen carefully to your needs and propose a solution customized to your business. Our services and tech support are second to none. When you establish your relationship with Commercial Technology Solutions, you can have confidence that your tech needs are in the hands of St. Louis's best. Contact them in Missouri at 314-421-3550, in Illinois 618-452-3550, and online at ctsphone.com.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 22222.
Your Lou News Report. The St. Louis City Justice Center has new leadership. Commissioner Nate Hayward, who took over last fall after decades in the county system, is working to shift the jail's culture. One of his most notable moves was hiring former Oversight Board Chair Daryl Gray as that facility's first chaplain in years to help with care and accountability. A woman is dead following a shooting in unincorporated North St. Louis County. Police responded Monday night to the 3700 block of Ave de Paris Avenue, where they found a woman suffering from a gunshot wound. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The homicide investigation is ongoing with tips to Crime Stoppers. GameStop is continuing to close stores nationwide, including 5 in the St. Louis area. 3 have already shut down, and 2 more are set to close today, according to the company's store locator. GameStop said the closures are part of an ongoing review of store performance and market conditions. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We've got a chance of some snow flurries for a while, but they'll be tapering off toward afternoon. We have that cold front moving through, temperatures dropping into the low 30s by later on today. Wind gusting at 30 miles an hour. Breezy, 20 and clear for the overnight hours. Sunny and mid-30s on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
Hi, it's Jennifer Bardot, and I am here with Edward Jones financial advisor Bethany Shell. Bethany, when it comes to choosing a financial advisor, what should people really be asking?
Jennifer, I think the first question is simple. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Your goals, your family, your future, it should always be personalized.
So it's not just about numbers?
Exactly. Life changes, and so does your financial situation. You want someone who will be there with you, working with you to help keep your strategy on track.
What if someone is brand new to investing?
That's the best time to start. Use an established process to create a personalized strategy backed by advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we make sure you have access to the information you need when you need it.
I love that. So it sounds like financial planning is really about living life on your own terms.
It really is. I believe feeling rich isn't about hitting a magic number. It's about having financial strategies that support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Contact me today at 314-648-2020. This is a paid-for ad by Bethany Shell at Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, Call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Arch City Now, 6:35 on a Wednesday morning. Glad you have joined the dating show. 2 men in here talking women during the break. I'm trying to give advice to Ryan. He knows like 10 times more than I do, so he is teaching me.
I don't know 10 times more.
Young blood teaching the unk. What's going on there? So we have our dating advice show on a Wednesday morning on Arch City Now. Dating across the Arch City. Yeah, we're not even going to go down that road right now. I don't know how long we'll be on these airwaves. We'll have to take it straight to podcast, and we'll be seeing the new show up. That's right.
One place city for singles.
Oh my gosh.
Number one, baby.
Somebody
out here a lot, and I don't think we're number one.
No way in hell. No way. Maybe because of the affordability factor. That was one. I can't remember who did the study, but maybe because of the affordability factor. I don't know. I don't even know, man. Do 22-year-olds or do they go on dates still? Or, I mean, how is it? It's like I've been out of that game for so long, and then I was married for so long, and then I dated somebody for 5 years, and I dated somebody for 4 years. I'd never had to get on the dating sites and any of that stuff.
I still go on dates, but it has to be a very, very she has to be she really has to catch my attention for me to be like, yeah, I'll take you out on a date.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just curious what it's like and where people go. What do you do? I mean, I don't know.
Depends on the person, you know. I know for the first date, I'm not taking nobody to the movies. No.
Do people still go to the movies?
Yeah, people still go to the movies.
Okay.
But I feel like for one, that's like a high school date, and two, you don't really I'll take if I had like a girlfriend now and we've been dating, we can go to the movies. But for the first date, no, because we're not even talking. We're just watching the movie and then leaving, basically.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I'd rather go to dinner or go to a game bar place.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
No, exactly. That makes sense. This is Arch City Now, your dating service getting ready. We're starting up our dating site. We'll be having you send your pictures in pretty soon. We'll be matching you, whatever. Arch City Now, X, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where you can find us. That's where we stream live. If you want to call, hey, feel free. 855-282-8255. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. We're still looking for the monkeys. They're showing up all over the place. Obviously became a big story. They went viral. That's right. St. Louis went viral for something positive, right? It can't, I don't want to say it's negative, but it is what it is. Hey, by the way, oh, there they are. Bush Day. Oh my gosh. Wait, showing a picture right now for our listeners on 590 on the podcast where you can watch us. Is that a beer can next to the goat? No, that's not a beer can.
I don't know. It may be.
Or is it? No, that's not a shock top. I was like, what is that? Oh, but the monkey's got a Bud Light.
Got the Bud Light, yeah.
Oh man,
they've been in the city for a minute though. So
man, that's not
the goat just showed up.
Thanks, producer Ryan. The little things in life. The monkeys all over the place. As I'm looking at, wait a minute. There's 3 monkeys. I thought how many monkeys were there? I thought there were 2 monkeys. There's 3.
I heard there was 4.
4 monkeys.
I heard there was 4, and then they captured 1.
Oh, damn, that ain't right.
And then I think it got out. So it's I don't know. It's a lot.
I gotta find. What do we have? Oh, I saw a picture sitting behind me. I was like, what? I've never really looked at. We bounce around from studio to studio. I started looking at some of the things on the wall behind me right now.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is a golden cam. Yeah.
I was going to say it looks like Cam.
Yeah, that's Cam Jansen, but made into gold. Yes.
Can I touch this thing?
Sure. I don't know. It's just
a
golden cam.
This thing, I felt it was kind of awkward and weird.
Yes.
Right behind me.
It's a beautiful model. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
St. Louis Hall of Famer right there. KLIS Hall of Famer.
All righty. There you go. Okay. The monkeys. Monkeys. Beware. If you see them, let us know. Pump them up. If you have pictures, let us know. Who knows? You may help capture the monkeys. I don't know. Hey, but by the way, the Bears are in action this weekend. The Chicago Bears against Rise Los Angeles Rams. Are you worried about that game at all? Because if I were you, I would be.
I'm not really worried about that game for real. Caleb Williams, man, I just don't trust him. There's only one quarterback that's in the playoffs right now that's won a Super Bowl. The only one, and that's Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and he plays for your Rams.
So I'm good, I'm really good right now.
That is
up, though.
That's an NBC game. I guess that's Sunday night game, maybe? Or when is that? No, the 20. Let me see there. The 18th. The 18th is Sunday. Yeah. So that's a Sunday game. That's an evening game. 5:30 p.m. is what I see right there. Bears and Rams, the last playoff. I guess that'd be the last playoff game of the weekend. Yeah.
Big time, baby.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. That's right. So the Rams are favored by 3.5 points in that game at Chicago.
Yeah, at Chicago. That's crazy.
I bet it's gonna be cold as heck out there.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
Man, you got to trust your QB, man. When your QB cries to his mom when he loses, and then you got another QB that's just a dog, I'm going with Stafford every time.
I think I'm going to take the Bears and the points.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm not saying who's going to win that game, but
field goal.
Hey, real quick, while we're let me get this in there too, and then I'll get back to the Bears. Something the NFL has done, is this right or not? The Broncos had the number 1 seed. They've had 2 weeks off. They earned their bye week. Fine. In the NFL, it helps you when you have usually it helps you. It didn't help my Lions last year when they had a week off and then they came back and played the Commanders, and they didn't look like the same team. But the Rams have their time off to face the Bears. Well, this week, the Broncos and Bills are playing in the AFC. For some reason, the NFL is not giving the Buffalo Bills the full 7 days off as you would normally get throughout the regular season. The Bills have to play a Saturday game. They played Sunday last week. So they would normally play Sunday this week, and nothing is stopping it from happening. But the NFL is having them play on short rest. Why? Why is the NFL doing that to the Bills as they go on to take on the Broncos?
Dude, I feel like I feel like I've heard this before too. I feel like this has happened to the Bills before. Or I feel like you brought this up before too.
I don't know if I have.
I've heard like this exact conversation come up.
But
too.
why are the Bills playing? Why are they being forced to play early and on less rest? No, it's not right. It's not fair. It's more the crooked NFL, but we love it. It's America's, as I said, passion. The ratings are sky high. College football ratings continue to go higher, all because of NIL. But in the NFL, it's tainted to me. It's just tainted. I'm not a Bills fan. I'm not a Broncos fan. I just want fair truth. Just be right. It's like getting back to that thing I was talking about. Just be honest. Be straightforward. Stop having gray areas. Stop trying to make people wonder, and just be straightforward. Too many humans aren't. The NFL is not straightforward. Why would they do this to the Bills and put them there on 6 days of rest? So the Bills have one less day to prepare now and get healthy like they would all year long. This would be the equivalent of in the NFL where you play a Monday night game and then you have to turn around and play a Sunday game. And guess what happens? The teams that play Sunday after Monday have a higher percentage of loss than they do wins because it's one less day to prepare, one less day to get ready. I do not like what the NFL is doing to the Buffalo Bills. Now, Denver, even though they're at home, is only a 1.5 favorite against the Bills, but still, that's wrong. And I'm not trying to upset Broncos fans, but because of what the NFL is doing to the Bills, it almost makes me want to root even harder for the Bills to win that game because it's just wrong. The NFL has no business doing that kind of crap. Why? No need. Don't do it. Anyway, so Saturday, and on top of it all, how about this? It's the first early game on Saturday morning too, or Saturday day.
This seems like a setup.
It's a 3:30 game. It's not even the night game. It's the day game. And then, of course, that night you have the 49ers at the Seahawks. Then on Sunday, you've got the Texans at the Patriots, and then the Rams at the Bears. That's your Sunday mix going on right there. Okay, speaking of the Bears, how about former Mizzou receiver Luther Burden out of the St. Louis City area, Cardinal Ritter, then East St. Louis High. Luther has really come on strong. He's proven to be, I'm not going to say one of the top receivers in the NFL, but man, he is so important for Chicago. When they use him, he looks good. He looks, even Ben Johnson, and not to get too technical for our listeners out there who aren't into the X's and the O's of football, said he is very unique. Talked about him. He's 6 foot. He said he's over 200 pounds. He's thick, he's fast, he's quick, and he presents problems for defensive backs covering him because it's like you can't find a guy whose quickness and he's that thick and big right out of the gate, that just like he does it. It's just, he's like, you don't find guys like that. Well, Luther has really come on. Well, he was doing a podcast. I don't know when this podcast was. It was in the last couple of days. And kind of a funny story. And I love the humor here. And this is, I guess, his current girlfriend.
Yes.
Talking about a story when she first met Luther, when Luther acted like he wasn't a very good football player, but she could still come watch him play and sit on the bench.
I said, what position you play? He said the bench. But he was the number one receiver in the country. I didn't do my research. So he told me to come to a game, and he had like 5 touchdowns that game.
I want that bitch too bad.
So that's Luther's girlfriend, and she was talking about when they met in high school. Now Luther is all turned up now. He is playing very well in the NFL. He's with the best offensive mind in the NFL game, and Ben Johnson is. He just is. I'm sorry, he is right now. Yes, there are very good offensive coaches, but if there was a coach that I had to pick to be my offensive coordinator, no doubt. In a second, it's Ben Johnson. Luther got drafted to the right team. He may have gotten passed over by some teams, but as we know in life, it's better to go to the right team than the first team. Ask Tom Brady. If Tom Brady would have been a Detroit Lion, nobody would even know who Tom Brady is or was. End of story. You got to go to the right team. Luther Burden's at the right team. Well, Luther told that girl that story in high school. I sit the bench, but come watch me. She shows up. He's balling out 5 TDs.
Number one player.
I guess that was when he was at East St. Louis. I don't know.
Either East St. Louis or Cardinal Ritter. I don't know when, but he was ranked number 1 at both
yeah.
those
Oh,
times.
yeah, he was. Legit. Luther Burden. That's a funny story. I'm glad that he said that. I'm glad that he did that. Go get him, Luther, this Saturday, of course, with the Bears. Hey, by the way, the Blues last night, getting it done. Woo! Finally, 3-game losing streak over. They took care of business. The Blues' number 1 goalie, by the way, it's Joel Hofer, and there's no question. Now, we know how good Jordan Binnington is and how good he can be, but if you're starting the playoffs today, you're starting Joel Hofer. End of story. Never thought we'd be here. But that's where we are. Hofer shut out the Canes last night, 33 saves. Blues stopped their 3-game losing streak against a very, very, very good Carolina team. Shut them out. Now, the reason I thought the Blues would win is because they had rest and they were coming off 3 straight road losses. The Panthers were coming off an overtime loss before, and then having to come in and play St. Louis and more of an early start. To me, there was no doubt. There was absolutely no doubt the Blues were going to win last night. I just didn't think they'd win 3-0. What a game. What a game. Bugstad, Dvorsky, Snuggerud scored for the Blues. The younger guys scoring, that's what was great. Hofer notched his 4th shutout of the season. I mean, that's big. Big, big, big. And by the way, it was only the 3rd regulation loss for Brandon Bussi, the goalie for Carolina. I mean, he's 16-3-1 as a goalie. So this was really, 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 really good for the Blues last night in regards to getting that victory. That's exactly what we wanted to see with that team last night, because we know they're good, or we think they're good. And it all just set up so nice for what they were doing, what they were trying to get done. And they did it. They did exactly what they should have. Now, can they build on it? What we're waiting to see. They can build on what they just did last night, because that's how they can play. Now, did they get Carolina maybe down a little bit? Yeah, but the Blues played well. The Blues did what they had to do. And that's what they have to do. They're up to 44 points now because they're chasing the Blackhawks, who are just ahead of them, only because they've played less games. So when you look at the Blues schedule now, you get that victory, which is absolutely important and necessary, because now what you have to do is you have to come, because the Blues now have a game Friday and they host another very good team in Tampa. And if that wasn't tough enough, then they go on 3 road games against Edmonton, Winnipeg, and Dallas. And Edmonton and Dallas are top-notch contenders. Winnipeg, not so much. So get back out Friday night against Tampa. You have 2 days off, which is great. Feels good after getting a 3-0 win, a shutout win, and you go from there. Now, Ryan, if we could get that video loaded. There was a terrific play from last night, and I'm glad the Blues posted this play. I didn't know if it was a penalty or not, or thought it should have been a penalty. It wasn't called a penalty. So I wish there's somebody out there that could help me and let me know if this it wasn't called a penalty. I don't think it was, as far as I know, with what happened with this play. So what we're talking about is the fact that you had Matt Kessel. Okay, Oscar Sundqvist has his stick stripped, and then Matt Kessel, look at him. He flipped his stick up right into the hands of Oscar Sundqvist. What a freaking amazing play. And we can continue just to play that over and over, right? I mean,
yeah, I'm not playing the sound though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. I mean, what a crazy freaking play last night. I didn't know that was legal. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But these guys are, watching them play, if you guys ever have a chance to go to a practice, do so.
I didn't know they could do that. That's cool.
But they do so many things. Like, for example, because I covered the Red Wings for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had a lot of time to come back and watch practice during the day. When I came back to St. Louis, I was news. But watching these guys and what they do with their hands and their eye coordination, this flipping up the stick, it's nothing for them. Nothing. It's just cool to see it in a game because we never get a chance to see it. But they do all kinds of things that they can't, like basketball players. You see the shots, the trick shots. Mm-hmm. Steph Curry. I mean, almost all those NBA guys, even guys that you think would be just big thugs, they can shoot like you can't believe.
But you know what's crazy? Curry couldn't spin the ball on his finger.
Really? Right now he can't? Who cares?
But he really can't, though. Like,
why is that?
I don't know. A lot of shooters can't. Like, it's weird.
I used to try to do that too when I was playing. I couldn't do it.
I can do it, but I can't do it well. Like, and I think
he can't shoot. He can't spin the ball.
Like, he can
arguably the best NBA shooter of all time.
Not like I got a friend who's with the Globetrotters. His name's like Lil Lou, and like he can like spin it like this and go all over and do all cool stuff with it. But like,
yeah, but he can't shoot like Steph.
But he can't shoot like Steph. But he can hoop though. Like a lot of those Globetrotter guys can play.
But here's the thing: when you're a professional, you can do things like NFL guys, like you'll see them, they'll throw the ball, like quarterbacks can throw the ball off the turf and it comes right back up to them. Those are things you don't see in games all the time, but that you're around a craft, you get so good. I mean, a lot of those, remember the hacky sacks?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those wings used to use, they'd do the hacky sack. Like you'd have like 4 or 5 of them in a group before games, like doing a hacky sack. And that little hacky sack, we'll call it a ball for this conversation, would never touch the ground. It would never touch the concrete unless they wanted it to, or unless somebody was trying to mess with somebody. They look like freaking Olympic soccer players or World Cup soccer players. They were that good. But these hockey players, I mean, they are. I mean, they're athletes.
I'm gonna ask Cam about that stuff.
Yeah, I want to know when he comes in if that's legal. We'll play it in the 7:00 hour.
Okay.
I don't know. It just looks cool though, you know. It's like whoop, whoop, flip that stick right up for you, and nice of Sun to catch it.
Yeah, that was what was cool about it.
I mean, if you have your pocket pick like that, it's like, oh damn, you're not supposed to have that stick come out of your hands.
Yeah, I thought that was like no,
you can't. That's like having your you can't have your weapon taken away from you. Yeah, and that's exactly what went down there. At least the Blues won last night. But we'll find out if that was a penalty or not. But just really cool. Don't see it all the time. So I wonder if it made any of the ESPN highlight plays. But pretty cool, Kessel, just helping a brother out, making sure he's all ready to go. Blues back in action Friday night, 44 points is what they have right now. So go get them. Let's go Blues.
You know what's crazy too? Now that I'm watching a little bit more hockey, I didn't know that they like push as much as they do. I thought they just like check people.
Oh,
like I thought they just run into boom, and I thought they did that, but they be like blocking, doing all types of stuff. You got to be super strong.
Oh yeah, remember Cam what he was telling us about yesterday?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
You think the boards are fun to go into? He's like he was dreading going into the boards, and he was rough and tumble Cam. Yeah, just to give you an idea of what they're actually going through. That stuff is no fun.
Only been to one hockey game during spring break. I was right by the boards though.
Okay.
Ooh, I was hearing them just bow. I was like,
no, they do. They battle. Those are some battling dudes getting stuff done. That is for sure. Hey guys, we'll take a quick break. First hour gone just like that. Super, super, super fast. When we come back, we'll reset the stage. A lot of headlines from the St. Louis area that we'll get into from that standpoint. Set the stage for some basketball tonight with SLU and Mizzou as well. So you guys have other things that you want to get out there, let us know. Jump it on the show. We'll get that out there for you. We're on Arch City. We are Arch City now on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust as well. Back with more right after this.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Hi, it's Jennifer Bardot, and I am here with Edward Jones financial advisor Bethany Shell. Bethany, when it comes to choosing a financial advisor, what should people really be asking?
Jennifer, I think the first question is simple. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Your goals, your family, your future, it should always be personalized.
So it's not just about numbers?
Exactly. Life changes, and so does your financial situation. You want someone who will be there with you, working with you to help keep your strategy on track.
What if someone is brand new to investing?
That's the best time to start. Use an established process to create a personalized strategy backed by advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we make sure you have access to the information you need when you need it.
I love that. So it sounds like financial planning is really about living life on your own terms.
It really is. I believe feeling rich isn't about hitting a magic number. It's about having financial strategies that support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what. Contact me today at 314-648-2020. This is a paid-for ad by Bethany Shell at Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey, St. Louis, looking for high-flying action and electric energy? Grab your crew, hit the road, and experience a Grizzlies game night in Memphis. An unmatched atmosphere and star-studded matchups are waiting for you just down the road on I-55. There's nothing like Grizz game energy, and there's nothing like being here with 19,000 new Grizz Nation friends at FedEx Forum. Dive into the action. Follow the Grizzlies on social media and visit grizzlies.com/tickets to grab your seats today. That's grizzlies.com/tickets.
You're listening to the exclusive home of Fighting Illini football, the Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Tuesday, Trump said the future is bright.
Now, after less than 12 months in office, I'm back in Michigan to report to you on the strongest and fastest economic turnaround in our country's history. It's really been historic.
His comment day, a report showed consumer prices rose less than expected in December. Iran's about to hang the first protester allegedly involved with the recent wave of anti-government riots rocking that country. The 26-year-old was arrested last week, according to human rights groups. His sentence is set to be carried out today. More than 10,000 people have been hauled away to jail by authorities since the rebellion started, with as many as 2,000 people killed. President Trump says the U.S. will act in Iran if anti-regime protesters are hanged. He was asked by CBS News about reports of hangings, which could start today.
We will take very strong action. If they do such a thing, we will take very strong action.
Trump would not elaborate on what the action would be. Trump's also considering airstrikes on Iran to help protesters topple the Ayatollah. Trump told Iranians help is on the way and to keep protesting. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe is calling for voters to decide on phasing out the state's income tax over the next 5 years, aiming to boost competitiveness and align with other low-tax states. That push comes as tax debates heat up nationwide. The Supreme Court seems poised to uphold states' transgender athlete bans. Tuesday, the justices heard two cases, one from Idaho, the other West Virginia, challenging whether states can ban transgender girls from participating in girls' and women's sports. Several legal analysts conclude the 6-3 conservative majority seems poised to uphold the bans. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now. And MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before January 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is January 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
Today, business moves fast. Don't fall behind your competitors. Contact CTS, Commercial Technology Solutions, today for your voice and data needs, including networking, internet, and video conferencing. We offer 24-hour emergency service with competitive rates and an A+ rating from the BBB. At Commercial Technology Solutions, it's all about service, solutions, and stability. Contact them in Missouri at 314-421-3550, in Illinois at 618-452-3550, and online at ctsphone.com.
Tune in each week as STL Sports Central, the Lou Information Station, and the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the Mid-States Club Hockey Association Game of the Week. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stifel.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. That's 800-298-0306.
The Earl Austin Experience with Earl Austin Jr. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11. Brought to you by Fast Track Auto Transport, St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. The Lou Information Station presents Art City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey, 7:05 on a Wednesday morning. Happy hump day, St. Louis, as we get you up and at it this morning. Oh, the sun is up, kind of, or at least we can see outside. It's a little gray. As I look out onto Manchester Road in the Kirkwood area at the studios, the J. Randolph Jr. Studios at 590 next to the Pasta House. What's up, St. Louis? Let us know. Jump it on X, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where you can stream us every day. And, of course, listening to us live on 590. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. We are Arch City Now. I'm bringing you the St. Louis vibe. By the way, if there's anything else that we need to talk about, let us know. Not only the St. Louis vibe, but stories coming around the country, making news, maybe moving the meter. Sports, entertainment, you name it. We're trying to do that and keep it posted as well. Of course, we're always open for whatever you guys want to do. It's not like we're like, hey, we're doing this, we're talking that. Water cooler talk and so forth. Coming up later in the show, obviously, we got Blues to talk about. Mizzou basketball, SLU basketball, both in action tonight. NFL this weekend. College football playoff next Monday night. Have some interesting things when it comes to the pricing on that. Also, news headlines that we'll get into as well. And I was looking at some of the things that were happening, and it does blow my mind in regards to just how expensive. I'm trying to find it here real quick, my friend. I think I deleted it, unfortunately. Yeah, did I do that? The pricing. Did you see what the pricing is for the average price of a ticket? Literally tickets to get into the National College football game. No. That's next Monday in Miami. Average ticket price to get in, I think it was over $3,000 for any ticket.
Boy, that's a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was even higher than that. I think it is higher than that.
I know I'm not going to a game unless I got a media pass somehow.
I mean, it's insane. What they're actually, here's what it's gone up. The average price to go to the Orange Bowl in Miami, and this is the other thing that's really jacked up the price. Not only is it the college football championship
in Miami,
not only is it in Miami, Miami's playing in Miami. It's literally a home game for them, a home game, and they made it. That would be the equivalent of the 49ers making the Super Bowl this year because the Super Bowl is being held in their stadium. So will that give Miami an advantage in some way? Yeah, I do. I do think it will. But the average ticket prices right now, at least the last that I saw for Monday night's game, between $5,500 and $5,600 for a ticket. That's just for a ticket to get in. One ticket. Significantly higher than years past, and I think we just explained to you for the reason why. Regular season games, it's $30 to $50 for the prices. The cheapest tickets, the $3,500 that I was just talking about, yeah, that's for standing room only, and there were only so many of those that were left at that point in time too. And by the way, you don't want to drive. Parking for the game, $750. That's right. Vic said $750 to park your car at the game. Between $5,000 and $6,000 just to get into the stadium. Well, to get a seat. $3,500 at this point for a standing room only ticket. Wow. College football is, and I think, yeah, and a lot of it has to do with, of course, Miami playing in Miami. and the spot where it's being played. So it makes sense to me, but my gosh, that is absolutely insane how much. And by the way, it is the most expensive ever. I would hope so. The most expensive college football tickets ever. It is 2026. It's in Miami's playing. You have the upstart Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana's first time experiencing any of this. Yeah, their fan base is traveling. You saw what they did at their last bowl game, right? There might have been like 400 Oregon fans there and like 65,000 Indiana fans. This is a big deal. It's new. They're enjoying it. And maybe in time, if they continue to go to these bowl games and continue to be one of the best teams in America, if not the best, some of that stuff fades and fans are like, I have so much disposable income this year. We've already been to bowl games. We've done this and done that. Then maybe you'll see some attendance drop off. But right now, that is the story. Indiana and Miami in Miami. That's going to set you back. Oh, and yeah, if you want to go by yourself, that's how much it costs. For both teams, do you want to pay that much money and go and watch your team lose? Hell no. And then I started thinking, okay, you know who's going to be making a ton of money?
The conferences and stuff?
Uber drivers, Lyft drivers.
Snap. Yeah.
Because if it's and it's well known now, and it's been put out that parking $750 on average to park. To park. So, yeah, they know this. People are going to be Ubering to the game. Guess what those rates will be? You know those drives are going to be about $700 depending upon where you're from. They know that. So then it's like, okay, you need to have multiple people in a vehicle and try to split that price. That's just, it's absurd. But they're going to do that. They're going to find a way to do that, to jack the prices up. You see that happen. New Year's Eve, Cardinals games, Blues games. I've used Ubers. It's like, okay, really? Really, you're going to do that to us? All right, I see what it is, but that's what they do. So anyway, that's huge news from the college football championship and where they're going. Hey, by the way, we were talking about last segment. Blues got it done last night. Really, really cool. Later in the show, we'll show you a really cool play. Matt Cussell flipping a stick up to Oscar Sundquist. Blues got it done. 3-0 shutout. Joel Hofer should be your number one goalie if he's not yet. They probably won't announce it, but he's your guy. Shut out Carolina, a top-notch team from the East, 33 saves. He's your best goalie right now. It's not a dig on Jordan. It is what it is. And it's easy to see. Hofer is the stud right now. If the playoffs were beginning today, I'll put it out there for you. Who am I starting? I'm starting Joel Hofer. And people may say you're crazy, but I'm starting Joel Hofer.
He's been playing better right now.
Yeah, I mean, the eye in the sky don't lie. You have to look at it. The video's there. It is. And the people in the defense playing better. Just never thought we'd be at that point, but we are. So Blues get the victory last night, which was a whole lot of fun to see. Congrats to them from that standpoint. I wanted to get through some of the news headlines as well. When it came, the monkeys. Ooh, the monkeys. They're everywhere. Well, at least on AI. Allegedly, they still haven't been found. I don't think they're in the St. Louis area anymore. I think the owner or somebody else who has experience with monkeys got those monkeys and they're somewhere else now. But if you look at social media, yeah, there they are. They somehow managed to make a Cardinals game happen. Drinking some Bud Light, some soda. What's the monkey up top drinking? Is that food, candy? I can't tell from where I am right now.
It looks like a Four Loko, maybe. It says 4 on the picture.
The Four Loko, some Bud Light, some nachos. And it's not enough that the monkeys are out there traveling the streets of St. Louis. They got a goat buddy, too. They got a cousin goat. Goats traveling with them. Looking the part. So anyway, the monkeys have now gone viral. They were at Enterprise Center before the game last night, taking selfies. If you're listening on radio, I'm laughing because we're showing pictures from the podcast standpoint of the goats, or the goat and the monkeys, all dressed in their Blues gear for the Blues whipped up on Carolina last night, 3-0. So they're all over the place. But what was interesting is Andy Strickland, former Blue, or excuse me, he's a Blues broadcaster, even got in on the hunt. See, I think these are fun, but I saw that Fox did a story where, like, the St. Louis Health Department, they didn't like it. They thought that this doesn't help with what they're doing. I don't know how it doesn't help. People are just having some fun with pictures. But if you read the story, look at the story, I was like, it's kind of stuffy. How is it hurting anybody with St. Louis people having some fun on AI, showing monkeys? Unless you're supposed to stay away from the monkeys if you see them, but nobody's going to see the monkeys. You think they made their way to Merrimack Cavern? I think somebody got them already and sold them or took them somewhere or whatever. I don't know. Maybe the owner got them and got them out of town, and everybody kept things quiet. But anyway, it was a big story yesterday. Now people are having fun with the AI apps that are out there with monkeys. Heck, I thought I saw the monkeys here in the studio this morning. I don't know. They may be around here somewhere. So anyway, that's another story that's going on right now. It's really not that big of a deal. Hey, by the way, it's a little colder today, and it's getting colder throughout the day. Right now is the warmest it's going to be. Last time I checked, it was about 40 degrees, pretty much throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. 39, feels like it's 26 with the wind chill. And it's only going to get colder throughout the day. So I hope you enjoyed the last couple nights, last couple days, because it was really nice then. Today, yeah, not so much. We had some overnight rain, a few sprinkles. Some snow flurries may squeeze out of the remaining clouds today, but I don't know about that. So the northwest winds were gusting to about 30 miles per hour. That was kind of crazy. Clouds will be around today. Winds are going to ease throughout the day into the night, and then tomorrow, we're going to get into the teens, by the way, over this night into tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. So, hey, it's wintertime or winter temperatures, and we just kind of get back into the colder, more normal type of atmosphere that we're normally used to. Some of those things happen. By the way, did you see the story here for 2026? I don't know about this, my friend. Walmart and the drone company Wing have announced plans to expand drone delivery in multiple cities over the next year, including right here in St. Louis. Can you imagine drones flying around our streets, dropping off Walmart packages? I'm sorry, I can't. And how many drones per store? We're going to have like 40, 50 drones? Because a lot of people order groceries. A lot of people order items. And where would they go doing it? I don't see this happening. Maybe it's my older mind. Ryan, can you imagine this? Can you see drones flying around the St. Louis area, dropping off Walmart?
I couldn't see drones flying around the St. Louis area, maybe in a better neighborhood or something, but I just don't know.
A better neighborhood than what?
I don't know. Like, I just couldn't see it just flying over like certain neighborhoods with like either a high crime rate or anything that's just going on. Because I'm like, I just know somebody's just going to be stupid and be like, "Oh, a Walmart package flying in the air." Like, I could just see it.
Well, yeah, there's the video side of it. The company said it's going to expand the drone deliveries to 150 Walmart stores this year. Not clear exactly when the drone deliveries will begin in the St. Louis area or which Walmart stores they're going to be available at. But I start to think about, okay, which stores, what times do they fly, how many drones? And as soon as we get drones in the air, we're going to have to go check it out. You're going to want to see video of that. Just drones taking off out of a Walmart, like out of the back of their store. Just zing, you see the drones zip up and then take off. And what's to say that drones, I don't know. I just, and drones with other stores made drones, when that happens, what if other stores start to use drones? You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to imagine all these things happening. It's like Okay. All right. Maybe we'll see where that all goes. I don't know. They said they're going to expand the drone delivery in multiple cities over the next year. So, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Crazy. Walmart's going to bring that to the St. Louis area. I don't know. I guess I just have to see it happening before I can really make comments on it. I don't know what to think about that. Okay. Mizzou basketball gets back to action tonight. They're 12-4. They're 2-1 in the conference. They play an Auburn team that is 10-6. Missouri should win this game. They are favored in this game. I'd be shocked if they didn't win this game. By the way, you can watch it on ESPN2. That starts at 6 p.m. tonight. Missouri coming off just a really, and I'll call it a stupid loss where they only made 12 of 24 free throws. And pretty much had the game won. They're one of the worst free throw shooting teams in America. If you didn't see, like 330th free throw shooting. And guess what? Not only are they dead last in the SEC in free throw shooting, but their percentage of made shots is the best in the SEC. They have the highest field goal percentage in the SEC. They're number one, and the worst free throw shooting percentage. How is that even possible, Rye, the former basketball guy?
It shouldn't be possible, especially if you get paid money to play basketball. You should not be shooting that bad at free throws.
I don't get it. I don't understand how that's even happening. I don't even know how that can happen.
And that really falls onto the coach, but it also falls onto the players of being disciplined and being like, hey, man, we're playing a sport that we played all our lives. They're free throws for a reason. That's what separates good players when they can hit their free throws. You score easier. That's why Shea's the best in the league right now.
Oh, yep. There you go. Shea with Oklahoma City, by the way, if people were wondering his reference. SLU also in action tonight at 7 p.m. That game is on ESPN Plus if you can find it. The Billikens 15-1. My son already told me, Dad, they're only going to lose one game. I'm like, okay, that's a lot. He's like, Dad, no, they're going to lose one game. They're going to go to the NCAA tournament with one loss. And I was like, that would be freaking incredible. Be like 30-1, the Billikens. I know that's a lot. I know it's asking a lot, saying a lot. They've got some good teams to play, but let's be real. Their conference is not difficult. Tonight, they are hosting Fordham. Fordham's 10-7, and I feel bad for Fordham because they're going to get a beat down tonight by the Billikens. The Billikens are going to beat them down. Love watching this team play. Love their offense. Cohesive group. Coached well. Lots of depth. Kellen Thames coming on strong. Love to see him doing well. Yeah, I'm biased. His dad's a friend of mine. Loved Kelly when he was at Mizzou too. When I was there. We're the old Unks. So Billikens in action tonight as well, getting some of that action done as we talk about what's happening there. Where else what are the other headlines that I had to get here before we talked about some of the other things? Well, I couldn't find it, but that's all right. Okay. We'll get back into this now. The St. Louis Cardinals have traded Nolan Arenado. So Nolan's gone. We knew it was a possibility of this happening. We were going to see when it would come. Chaim Bloom, the president of baseball operations for the Cardinals, made the trade. And after 5 seasons now with the Redbirds, the 8-time All-Star third baseman, who, by the way, was still playing some really good defensive third base, is on the move. They traded him to the Diamondbacks yesterday in exchange for Jack Martinez, a pitcher, and an 8th-round draft pick selection from the 2025 Major League Baseball draft. So, he was an 8-time All-Star. He's a 10-time Gold Glove winner. No doubt he's considered to be the best defensive third baseman of his generation. No doubt. I'll definitely give him that. But it was time for him to go. He was going to have to leave. And we didn't have the success in St. Louis that we wanted with him. And after some time passes, yes, we're going to remember him as being a really, really, really good player for the Cardinals. But he wasn't a superstar in St. Louis. That's just being real. It didn't work out the way we all wanted it. His offensive production declined year to year. In the playoffs, when the Cardinals did make it, both he and Goldschmidt did not produce when it's the most important time of the year. A lot of people's numbers go down in the playoffs. I get it. But this team could not do anything with him. And when you're relying and paying him and Goldschmidt like you were and you don't produce, then you're going to lose. And that's exactly what happened. So loved him here. Loved him. He was good to St. Louis. He was good here in the community. But it didn't work out. Sometimes that happens. And that kind of seemed to be the last years of John Mozeliak, and the trades just were not working. Going out and getting the big names, it just did not work. Now we're at a point where we're starting all over. Those are two outstanding baseball players that couldn't help St. Louis get over the hump. And it went back to pitching. We didn't have the pitching. Was not there. So Arenado moves on, and then the Cardinals pick up another draft pick and a pitcher who nobody's heard of. So they've now missed the postseason in 3 consecutive seasons. And then we find out where this team's going to go, too, because obviously most people have heard and listened to the possibility of the baseball lockout after this next season coming up. It would be nice for that to not happen, but it looks like it's going to happen. Hopefully they're able to get some more talks in, but not so sure. Not so sure that those things are going to happen. But you do see an effort by the Cardinals to get rid of some of their more expensive veterans that have been around and just putting together a younger team. While this had to happen, it doesn't get me excited for spring training. It doesn't get me excited for the season that's coming up because you're not going to have stars on this team. You just don't. Maybe some of the younger guys can, quote, turn into stars before our eyes. That would certainly be nice. But right now, and I know we love our Cardinal baseball, but it's one of those things again. At least this year, you see a rebuild trying to happen. Maybe that'll get Cardinal fans more excited as opposed to last year where you just flat out knew, sorry, we're not going out to do much. We'll see what happens with aging stars. Now you're going to have, this clears the way for some younger players to play. It's kind of pretty crystal clear. I mean, who will be the baseman? Will it be J.J. Weatherholt? I don't know. Maybe. Will he get a shot? Maybe. Now we'll wait to find out, is Brendan Donovan going to be traded as well? I mean, how far does this rebuild go going into next season? But it certainly clears up some room on the infield of where people could possibly play. And, you know, we look at it. We're halfway through January already. In 2 months, you know, we probably have full team in Florida for spring training already. I mean, that's where we are. I mean, that's where we are already. I mean, wow. We've almost done that full calendar year to get back to spring training time. But it'll be a different team, different look. There won't be expectations on the Cardinals. You know, I don't know. By the way, Arenado is owed around $42 million. He had an 8-year. He has 2 years remaining on an 8-year, $260 million contract. That was the one that he originally signed with Colorado before joining the Cardinals via trade. So the Cardinals have agreed to pay about $31 million of Arenado's remaining contract obligations. So much money. Wished we could have gotten a whole lot more out of him when he was here. But when you look at the final numbers, Arenado was a guy that put up 118 home runs while he was here, 424 RBIs. His batting average was only 266 over 5 seasons, but he had 3 All-Star selections and a third place NL MVP finish in 2022 when he had just a terrific year. Terrific year. That was the year his former Cardinals teammate Paul Goldschmidt took home MVP honors. So Cardinals made the postseason twice with Arenado and Goldschmidt, but they, you know, failed to win a playoff game. Couldn't even win a playoff game. And that's what I was talking about. Not trying to be negative. It's just like, it didn't work. Love those guys here. Big names. Hall of Famers. For sure, Arenado. And then it just didn't work out. So sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. That's where we are from that standpoint. Okay, we'll take a quick break. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. This is Arch City Now. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. If you want to call, you can. 855-282-8255. We are streaming live on X, Facebook, and YouTube every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Feel free to jump in on the show. Let us know some story ideas, interviews, things that you want to cover. We'll come back. We'll set the stage again from the Blues' big win last night. Some other local headlines that are going on. Pat McAfee's blowing up big time on ESPN. But do people like him? This may blow your mind, but polling done recently by The Athletic may suggest something different. We'll see where it goes and how long he may be around. This is Arch City Now. We'll take a quick break. Be back right after.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
No, it's really getting out of hand, man. It's going way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, moving by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
Hey, St. Louis, looking for high-flying action and electric energy? Grab your crew, hit the road, and experience a Grizzlies game night in Memphis. An unmatched atmosphere and star-studded NBA matchups are waiting for you just down the road on I-55. There's nothing like Grizz game energy, and there's nothing like being here with 19,000 new Grizz Nation friends at FedEx Forum. Dive into the action. Follow the Grizzlies on social media and visit grizzlies.com/tickets to grab your seats today. That's grizzlies.com/tickets.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition and the best price guarantee in town. They'll beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in business and 400-plus five-star reviews, you can trust they'll be there to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. Highest quality, best price. Visit besthоttubprices.com today.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. The St. Louis City Justice Center has new leadership. Commissioner Nate Hayward, who took over last fall after decades in the county system, is working to shift the jail's culture. One of his most notable moves was hiring former Oversight Board Chair Daryl Gray as that facility's first chaplain in years to help with care and accountability. A woman is dead following a shooting in unincorporated North St. Louis County. Police responded Monday night to the 3700 block of Ave de Paris Avenue, where they found a woman suffering from a gunshot wound. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The homicide investigation is ongoing with tips to Crime Stoppers. GameStop is continuing to close stores nationwide, including 5 in the St. Louis area. 3 have already shut down, and 2 more are set to close today, according to the company's store locator. GameStop said the closures are part of an ongoing review of store performance and market conditions. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We've got a chance of some snow flurries for a while, but they'll be tapering off toward afternoon. We have that cold front moving through. Temperatures to low 30s by later on today. Wind gusting at 30 miles an hour. Breezy, 20, and clear for the overnight hours. Sunny and mid-30s on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
I'm Big Toe Media President Dave Green, and for the last few months, I've been telling you about what makes Home Bank different. Local people, local decisions, and real relationships.
So let me take that a step further. When you walk into Home Bank, you're not walking into a system, you're walking into a conversation. This is a bank that understands St. Louis because they're part of it. The people making decisions live here, work here, and invest back into the same communities you do. That matters, especially when you need answers, flexibility, and a partner you can trust. Big banks can make promises. Home Bank builds relationships. If you're ready for a smarter, more personal banking experience, I'd encourage you to start that conversation today with Home Bank, the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC. More than a bank, they're your business partner.
When it's time to bring the energy, don't fake it, fuel it. Drink Thunder is the all-natural, plant-based, fruit-based pre-workout drink that gives you real results without the junk. No crash, just energy, powered by nature and loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help you perform at your best. Go to drinkthunder.com and grab your favorite flavor, orange mango, blackberry, or strawberry cream. Drink Thunder, the clean way to power your workout. drinkthunder.com.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouth-watering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. Don't sleep while there's Hot Shots. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. It is Wednesday. It is January 14th. We are glad you're with us today. All right. Bruce Rye. It's been a fast show again today, man.
That was
Not
fast.
only does the year seem like it's going fast, the shows are going by fast, and that can be a good thing. We appreciate you guys jumping in. Hopefully somebody's listening. Maybe there might be 5 people, right? We might have been listening. Make it worthwhile. Jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube if you want. We're here from 6 to 8, Monday through Friday. Just having some fun, keeping it light. St. Louis area. By the way, I think I see a little bit of sunshine right now, which is fantastic. It's going to be a little colder today. We were talking about that earlier. Just get ready for it. It is what it is. Make the most of it. Get back to some more winter-like temperatures, but it could be a whole lot worse. We could have ice and snow and wind and blizzard conditions, and we don't have that. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. If you so desire, you can always give us a call, 855-282-8255. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock. You've also got the MIZ STL show today with Grant Salzman and Brendan Schaefer. They are bringing you a preview of what's happening tonight with the Mizzou Tiger basketball team. They host Auburn. Tigers are favored in that. Plus, transfer portal news. Mizzou did get one of the last best players in the portal, cornerback yesterday from Michigan. I'm sure the new offensive coordinator helped with that get, which is really good. Also, Billikens in action tonight. Their game is at 7 o'clock on ESPN Plus. Mizzou, as we were talking about, is the 6 p.m. game, and you can watch Mizzou. I was trying to find that. I think Mizzou's at 6 o'clock, and the Mizzou game is on. I can't remember where that game was. I had it up there. Yeah, so the Mizzou game's at 6 p.m. on ESPN2, and then SLU hosting Fordham at 7 p.m. on ESPN Plus. So good from that standpoint, getting that going on as well. Hey, Blues last night. Oh man, I need to ask him. I forgot to ask him during the break. Shoot. I'll have to ask. I need to get his number so I can text him and find out. So last night, and we'll show you this play. It was really cool. The Blues did what they had to do. They shut out, and I'm sorry. I'm not very good at predicting these games, but I knew the Blues were going to win last night. Coming off 3 games losing on the road. They come back home. They have some days off to rest. Carolina, coming off an overtime loss the night before, having to race in and face a team with the Blues. I'm glad the Blues did what they did. Shutout win, 3-0 the final. And during the game last night, Matt Cussell, showing you video right now, Oscar Sundquist had his pocket picked with a stick. Kessel flipped it back up to him, and he caught it, and then they continued on. Really cool. I was just curious if it was a penalty. Is it rude of me to yell to Cam again? I yelled at him yesterday in the other room. I was like, Cam, is this a penalty?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll be hearing Cam scream.
Is that
8:05 on a Monday? That gives me lit, though.
It's literally, it's such a cool freaking play that happened in that game last night. I'm going to yell to him as we're here really quick. I'm going to. I just lost my headset. Hey, Cam, can you flip a stick to another player during a game? That's legal. Did you see what happened last night? Okay, thank you. Cam says it's totally legal. Yes, you can flip it up in the air. And that's exactly what happened there. Matt Kessel to Sundquist. Terrific play. Everything went well with the Blues last night. Defense, offense, younger guys scoring. Joel Hofer, who, by the way, is your number one goalie. They don't have to say it, but he's your number one. I love Bennington. And one of my greatest sports experiences of my life was what happened in 2019. And Game 7. Game 6 was a low life. I was at that game, low light, expecting them to celebrate. And, of course, they didn't win that night. They had to force it to Game 7. But Hofer right now is your best goalie. He's playing the best. He's your number one. If the playoffs started today, he's your number one goalie. He is. At least I would. I'd keep him there. And then you have Bennington ready. But right now, the Blues need wins. They need points. They're battling for a final playoff spot. And last night, they looked really, really good. So they come back to action Friday night to the Blues. And this is perfect for them. They had some days off. They came out last night, played with a lot of energy, and played well. Won 3-0. Now they get another 2 days off. And then they host Tampa, who's a very good team, on Friday. And then after that, they've got some tough road games coming up. Dallas, Winnipeg, Edmonton, 2 of those 3 teams. Dallas and Edmonton, 2 of the league's best. Winnipeg, not so much, but it's always tough to play there. So get another win. Pick up 2 more points before you have to head back out on the road for 3 straight, and that would not be so great. So anyway, that's what's going on right there. Hopefully you guys are ready to get your Wednesday going on. Well, you can always jump in and join us. Let us know what's happening in the St. Louis area. Anything you guys want to promote, anything you guys want to talk about, we're ready to do that as well. Any shout outs, charities, events that are coming up, restaurants, whatever the case, we love to do it. That's what we try to do. Focus in, promote the positive, and of course, you just let us know whatever's going on. So I thought this was funny too. I didn't like this. We have a lot of NFL fans. There's a lot of Bills Mafia fans in the area too. What do you guys think about this? Did you see what the NFL did to the Bills this week? They had a Sunday game, so you got the playoffs coming up this week. The NFL is not allowing the Bills to have a full week of rest, and there's no reason for it. I'm not a Bills fan. I'm not a Broncos fan. I don't care. I just want truth and justice. I want things to be right, black and white, no gray areas, so you know where you stand. What the frick are they doing to the Bills? They're making them go play the Broncos a mile high on 6 days rest. That's the equivalent to the regular season, which NFL players say is a tough turnaround, where you play a Monday night game, you have to play a Sunday game, meaning you have 1 day less of rest, 1 day less to prepare. It may not seem like it's to the average person, but it is. For body recuperation, for training, for game prep, and so forth. There's no reason for the NFL to do this, and they made them the early game on Saturday. Do they just not like the Bills? Is there a coup in for the Broncos to make another win there to move on? I don't know. I have no idea, but There's no reason for the Bills to be playing on Saturday at the first game. If anything, they should be playing on Sunday in the second game. I know TV has a lot to do with it, but what are they doing to the freaking Bills? Isn't Josh Allen like one of your superstars of your league? And you're going to have him play the first game on a Saturday? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. Rye's excited about his Rams this weekend. The Rams are going to Chicago to get beat. Sorry, buddy.
No, they're not. They're going in.
I was trying to mess with
going
you.
to lock in the fourth quarter, and Caleb Williams is going home crying to his mommy again.
Well, I want to see Luther do well. Former St. Louis product out of Cardinal Ritter, East St. Louis High, of course, Mizzou. And then now as Ben Johnson, who I think is the best offensive mind in the NFL, and not just from a passing standpoint, but his run fits are super. He's so good at getting the best out of the run game with people who are not overly talented. He did it in Detroit. He's doing it with the Bears. And you have to run the football. You do, especially in cold weather games. And if I was Luther Burden, I'd be counting my blessings that he has Ben Johnson as his coordinator. Well, Luther's been playing a whole lot better. He's getting a lot of hype around the league. When they use him, he does well. I think they could use him a little bit more too. But there was a podcast, and I think, do we have the clip? Do we have the clip?
Burden? Yeah. Let me pull it up.
It's kind of funny. I guess his current girlfriend. I don't know his personal life. I think you do, right? You keep in touch. You follow Luther's personal life.
No. Don't have enough time for that. But.
Well, we found a podcast with his quote girl talking about the first time that Luther invited her. So Luther invited her to come watch one of his high school football games. I'm assuming it's at East St. Louis.
Most likely.
And he told her, it's like, yeah, you can come watch me play. He's like, I'm just a backup, but he's like, you could come cheer me on and maybe I'll get in the game. Here's her talking on a podcast about what Luther told her and what was actually the truth.
He was a bench player when I met him because I didn't know nothing about football. I said, what position you play? He said the bench. But he was the number one receiver in the country. I didn't do my research. So he told me to come to a game, and he had like 5 touchdowns that game.
Yeah, there's Luther. That's a good play. That's well played. She came.
Yeah.
She came. She
That's
showed.
Smart. That's smart.
Yeah, she did. That's why, if you're a multi-millionaire, billionaire, tell a woman you don't have much.
Yeah.
Don't flaunt it. See if they like you for that first. Yeah. See if they stay with you for that.
Well, I remember sometimes I used to say, yeah, I play in the JV game at 5:00, but really I'm starting at 7, baby. Sometimes you got to say that to make her show up early, and then like, oh, my bad, I was just testing,
Well, I don't think women want to be tested on purpose, but
I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah, he did that on purpose,
sure.
But she didn't have to be she wasn't there early.
Yeah.
No, she went there and then, oh, there's that Luther guy. What? 5 touchdowns?
What? Number 3. Whoa.
Yeah. As I learned a long time ago, under promise and over deliver every single time. Too many people over promise and under deliver. And that is a bad, bad thing. Men and women do that. Don't call your shot. Just show up, do your thing, be quiet. Let your actions speak for themselves. It'll get you a whole lot farther. Art City Now right here. Oh, yeah, we give all kinds of advice. 6 to 8 a.m. Glad you're with us. Hey, I want to get into this too, just because he's been so damn popular. Pat McAfee. His podcast showed that ESPN picked up, did really well. It still does well. I mean, it takes a lot for somebody to come in and start dictating terms to ESPN. And there's been a few situations we don't need to get into. One involving Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee calling out ESPN execs because he was so popular. Well, he's made a big splash, and then they added him to the college football game day show. And he's been fine for me. Sometimes he's a little too much for me, like way, way, way over the top because I've got so many guys on that show. And I'm like, okay, all right, well, how's this going to work out? What's this going to do? Well, polling, The Athletic did polling on college football game day and who people liked, what they didn't like. It was a survey. And they asked, how do you feel about Pat McAfee on college game day? But sometimes I think he's like going way overboard. I like his energy, but it's like way too much for me, in my humble opinion.
I think his energy just doesn't it sometimes clicks, but sometimes, like you said, it's too much just because of his podcast and what he
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Yeah, I can get that.
Almost too much when you have that many guys on the front up there.
But when it's just you sitting and talking, I understand it.
Well, here's how one person, well, it was just one person said, don't like it. Don't like him on there. And guess what? It turned out to be the plurality view. 49.5% of voters on the Athletic poll said they don't like his presence on college football pregame. Almost half of the voters said they don't want Pat McAfee on college football game day. You know what? With Nick Saban there, he has been a total ad. So freaking good to have Nick Saban. College Pat, the college game day with Pat McAfee, I could take it. I would just like a more toned down Pat McAfee. 31%, 31.6 actually, the voters said they like him. And then another 18.9% said they really don't care. That's surprising to me. And it's a slim decline in support for McAfee from their polling that they did last year. But I do believe his ratings on his podcast show are very good. And that college football game day show is it's the number one show at ESPN. I mean, the rest of ESPN's programming has gone like way, way, way down the hill. The ESPN has been hemorrhaging money for years. They don't have a lot of good programming. They just don't anymore. College football game day is it. So it is what it is. Declining support for Pat McAfee, according to The Athletic. So it is what it is. Go from there. I just thought it was interesting for people to see what you guys thought about your information, your ideas on what you thought that was kind of turning out. Talked about this a little bit ago in the last segment. Cardinals have traded third baseman Nolan Arenado to the Diamondbacks. I know we have people who come in and come out. They're getting an 8th round draft pick and Jack Martinez. I was talking to our local baseball superstar, Jim the Cat Hayes, during the break, and he's like, think about it. The Cardinals are paying $31 million. The Diamondbacks are only having to pay about $8-9 million. That's it for Nolan Arenado. What a great deal for them.
Wait, so the Cardinals, they don't like, in baseball, it's not like you trade and then they have to pay the contract? And
No,
stuff?
you work it out. Yeah, you can do it, but they were only going to take him if the Cardinals paid a lot of the money. Yeah, which showed that the Cardinals they're trying to open up spots. They're trying to move
they're
on.
Trying to let the young guys rock, but
yeah, they're trying to open up some spots, move on, see what they got. They got to find a spot.
that's crazy though.
Yeah, they got to work around their young guys. It's just the Cardinals trying. I mean, it's a new era for the Cardinals, starting over.
Whole new regime.
They have some younger guys to work around, as Jim was talking about as well, and he'll talk about it during his show. But it makes you wonder. It's like, things didn't really work out that well. A couple playoff appearances. He finished third in the MVP back in 2022. Paul Goldschmidt was number one. Just it should have been a better time in Cardinals baseball than what it was. He didn't win a playoff game here. Didn't win a playoff game in St. Louis. He and Goldschmidt didn't win a playoff game, which was it should have never happened, but it did. And unfortunately, you have to live with those things, and hopefully we'll have better days ahead when it comes to our teams, when it comes to the Cardinals in future years and future days with everything that's coming up. So we can keep our hope and our faith, but it's going to definitely be a new time for St. Louis. By the way, speaking of St. Louis and things that are coming up this year, we always try to promote. Right, 2026 is the year of the concert and the old rockers in St. Louis, that's for sure. If you didn't see yet, Sammy Hagar, who loves St. Louis and St. Louis loves him, announced a limited run of his Best of All Worlds tour for the summer of 2026. He says the tour is going to kick off right here in St. Louis. It starts June 13th, kicking off in St. Louis, June 13th at Holly Casino Amphitheater. It's marking what Hager calls his musical home away from home, St. Louis. Okay. And it'll end June 27th in Oxon Hill, Maryland. So pretty cool. He's going to be joined by longtime bandmates Michael Anthony on bass and Joe Satriani on guitar. Drummer Kenny Arnoff. So that's pretty cool. The tour is also going to have special guest star Rick Springfield on all dates but the final two. So there you go. Hager's been kicking butt for over 40 years. Well, a lot more than that too. So anyway, another concert date that we were trying to promote before we got out of here today. Billikens in action. We were talking about that tonight. 7 p.m. Mizzou's at 6 p.m. Billikens hosting Fordham. Mizzou hosting Auburn. Blues with a couple days off before they get back to action on Friday night, hosting Tampa. So we certainly hope the Blues can make it 2 in a row. They definitely need that. St. Louis City isn't searching for the Verver to Monkeys anymore, but if you find them, let us know. They're all over social media on AI. They've gone viral. We saw them at Busch Stadium yesterday. We saw them at Enterprise Center. I think we might have seen them at Ted Drew's. We saw them. Where else did we see them yesterday? Oh, they were covering Andy Strickland, Blues broadcaster. Kind of all over the place. Yeah. So if you guys can find them, let us know. See them from that standpoint. And okay. Real quick, 10 girls' names, 10 boys' names from Baby Center found. These are the greatest risk of disappearing and their current popularity ranking. Boys' names that are ready to. I've never even heard of these names. There's their names. Advic, 939 on the list. Camillo, 942. Salmon, 1010. Huxley. I've never even heard of Huxley.
Never heard of Huxley.
Or Salmon.
Salmon?
Salmon, S-A-L. Crew, spelled like Motley Crue, 965. Enoch
from like the book?
Yeah, 943. Artharv.
What?
Artharv, A-T-H like Atharv, A-R-V, Atharv, 1048.
Yeah, this is extinct already.
And Killian, K-Y-L.
I've heard of a Killian.
But Kylan, K-Y, and then L-I-A-N. Kylian, 1001. Names that are about ready to disappear. So from the boys. The girls, Corey, Kenna, Mia, Sasha, Ezra, Prisha, McKinley, and Charlie, spelled C-H-A-R-L-E-I-G-H. There you go, buddy.
I literally know somebody with that name.
There you go.
Literally looking at it right now. It's
Guys, as always, stay positive. Have a great day. That does it for us today. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming up next. We'll see you back here tomorrow, bright and early at 6 a.m. Have a great Wednesday.